What's up? What's up? What's up? Everyone? Welcome back to Let's Talk Oculus, the live special edition. I'm your host, as always, like the podcast. I'm Dan from Playtest VR, and I'm joined on the far left of our screen. I guess I'm pointing. No, I'm pointing the wrong way. Far left. It's Samson. How are you doing, Samson? Are you hyped after the big announcement earlier today?
Oh, I am so hyped, and I've been losing sleep. Just so excited. I cannot wait. Let's get this show on the road, and we are joined by my favorite Jenna.
Your favorite Jenna?
Your favorite, not just favorite Jenna. How many Jennas do you know? In all
No
of
comment. It might be like when I tell my mother she's my favorite mother.
Right, exactly.
Jenna,
Hello, I
welcome.
see Annie, I see Keppel Opal. I don't know who you are, but hi. I see Lush. I see Guido. I see Bernanana. We got lots of people. What's
Did you
up?
did you say Keppel? Do you mean keepy uppy?
Sure. Yeah. That's what I said. That's what I said. What did you
Right.
hear?
Um, I heard Keppel Uppel, but
I didn't
anyway,
say that. I said keep you uppy.
who wants to
I said.
GDA announce? He wants GDA announced. Okay, so we're joined by the lovely panel with Samson, Jenna, me. First of all, I want to say thank you to everyone who's in the actual chat. Rogue TR, big up Rogue TR. Danny C as well in the chat. Jenna, you're in both places.
I am. I'm
Keepy
everywhere.
Uppy, Steve, um, Guido 7335, Classy Grandma,
Guido,
welcome
Guido,
in.
Guido.
Guido,
I know.
Brannon VR. We have lots of people in here.
I don't
I think
actually
I've got
know this.
everyone. Um, Joe Domkus as well. Welcome to the show. We have about 15 to 17 people. I want people to like this show. Everyone just hit the like button because then it will get seen by more people. At the same time, I do know that everyone and their dog is streaming this conference, so it is
A
what it
lot of
is.
everyone is at AWE. So there
That's
are
true.
some people that would stream it that aren't streaming it.
That
So
aren't there. And before we kind of begin, I just want to say a big thank you to our patrons who kind of make Let's Talk Oculus possible. We're not like sponsored by anyone. Sometimes we get the random sponsor, but normally we are all supported by our patrons. So I want to give a big shout out to the patrons that you can see above here. We got Kimberly, we have Jenna, who's obviously with us. Dave, Kai. Kai was our first ever patron for Let's Talk Oculus. Technically, Samson was, but that was when I was doing the YouTube. Kimberly, Jenna, Dave, Kai, Steve, Joseph, John, and Seth. Thank you so much for supporting us. And then a massive welcome to D-Max, Alan, and Jim, who are our latest three patrons who all joined within the last 3 weeks or so. So thank you so much for supporting us. It's because of you that we're here. And big ups to King Canuck, who just came to say hi.
hello.
Hello.
Big thank you.
Okay, so let's. This is our pre-show, right? We have the gaming showcase. I have it up on the YouTube, so don't worry, we're not gonna miss it. There's about 10 minutes before the pre-show comes on. Let's kind of address the elephant in the room. The Meta Quest 3 was officially announced earlier. If you joined us on the Playtest VR YouTube channel, we did a really quick impromptu live stream just to discuss it. But Jenna, we haven't really heard your thoughts. You were in the chat. Well, what are
Yeah.
your initial reactions from the actual quest being officially revealed?
I'm excited. Definitely excited. I don't know that I'm going to be a day one buyer, mainly because it's the same thing I have with PSVR 2.
Yeah.
If there's nothing new that I will play, there's no reason for me to buy it day one.
Yeah, I mean, you're in the
But
right place because we'll find out soon enough.
yeah,
But I think all the games that you'll see today will be on Quest 2 as well because they're still
right.
selling it.
So I'd rather other people test it out first, be
Yeah.
my testers, my minion of testers, everybody else who buys one, and let me know if I need it. And then
We
we'll
will
see.
test it out for you, Jenna. We will.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to buy it day one, but I don't. It's more of a logic thing. It's not a financial thing. It's more of I don't need it day one. I can wait till some of the bugs are worked out. So
Well, you mentioned price, right? So it's gonna come in at $4.99. Now it's been confirmed that $4.99 is actually the 128 version, which it kind of I didn't know that when I was
Too
doing the live
small.
stream, but when I saw the official release, 128 for the 4.99, which is a bit of a bummer in my eyes, just because you're spending a lot of money. It's that's US, right? I mean, Canada it'll look more, it'll look like it's more, but it's gotta be $500. You gotta have 256 surely, and plus it's like storage is not expensive. It's not like it has some wicked fast SSD in there. I mean, it might do, but most likely it won't. So, why not start with 256? Does that, like, for me as a 64 gig Quest owner, I'm I'm very sad that I'll need to pay even more just to get one that's gonna, because these games just increase, right? These games just increase.
Yeah.
64 used to be fine for about a year, and then it disappeared quite quickly. And I'm worried that 128 will do the same.
I do predict it will do the same, which is why I tell you to not do that.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
yeah, I mean, they needed to get below $500, right? Like just for consumers to want to buy this and just like marketing purposes,
Yeah.
especially if Apple comes out with something that's 3K. It's like, hey, this is, I'm no good at math, but what, a third the price?
Yeah, that's fair.
A six, but
No, no, a sixth. There we
A
go.
6. Good math.
it's close. It's close.
Steve says he's pre-ordering because he can't afford the 3K for an Apple headset, which is funny actually. You mentioned that, Steve, because I apparently, according to Mark Gurman, who will run through, because Mark Gurman from Bloomberg, for those of you who don't know, he had hands-on with the Quest 3 a few days ago and posted a story about it. Now, he just posted just recently, like 20 minutes ago, that Meta have just announced the Quest 3 4 months early. Like, probably even when he saw them to see the Quest 3, he was anticipating that it won't appear until September 27th when the Connect is. So I'm wondering, kind of like what Steve says, he can't afford 3K for an Apple headset. I'm wondering if this wasn't really meant to come out, and this week or within the last week or two they made the decision going, actually Apple's actually doing this, we've now got confirmed reports, Upload VR going to be there, let's kind of put hardware out the wild now so people are hyped about this and kind of can forget about the Apple one a little bit more. Yeah, do you think that's do you think that's a smart choice? I would have thought so, because we're all hyped now.
Yeah, I think it was smart. I think it wasn't as smart to do it just a couple hours before the showcase. Like,
Hmm.
I feel like he's kind of cannibalizing his own brand a little bit. Like, this would be great in the showcase to announce. Like, that would have been a great trailer in the showcase. People would have been so hyped. Start with it. But 2 hours beforehand, I can't talk beforehand. Seems, I don't know. I don't understand the thought process for that, but that's just me.
Yeah.
I feel like it got me more hyped. But I mean, knowing that they won't be like Quest 3 exclusives, which I don't think they should be, I get it. Like the I I semi agree, but it just got me so much more excited for the showcase. So I don't know.
Yeah. I to me is like, yeah, like Jenna said, I feel like they could have easily just put this at the end of the show. They could have
Mhm.
easily put that in, surely. But obviously not. It is just before. I mean, I think a lot of people were hyped about the showcase anyway, especially because PlayStation kind of under-delivered on theirs, albeit it's not all for VR. But yeah, it's one of those. It is what it is. But either way, I'm hyped. What's up, Destiny 11, who's in the chat here? Got Brennan saying you'll get the max storage. Kimberly, welcome Kimberly, long-time patron of the show and good friend. Definitely getting 256, but might wait. The price drop on the Pro hurt as an early adopter. That's true. She got a Quest Pro on day one, and the Quest in 3 months it dropped significantly for temporary wise, and then a couple of weeks later it dropped permanently to, I think it's 999 now the Quest Pro is, or
Yeah,
1100, yeah,
yeah.
something like that.
No, 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 no.
And that's, yeah, and then I think she got like a voucher from Meta after contacting support.
Mhm.
To
But
buy games from Meta.
but it was
It was
nothing.
like
It was,
50
yeah.
bucks or something, right?
Yeah,
It wasn't
yeah,
Uh, I that's not
yeah.
a bad idea, to be honest. They've been known now to, if it's too high. But the only my only problem with a potential price drop for Quest 3 straight off the gate is that there's not really any competition for this kind of headset out there. And Pico's not
So,
available everywhere, right?
question: do you think part of the reason? Do you think they always expected to drop this Quest 3 news today, or do you think Apple slash like everything that's going on sort of pushed them to uh to announce this a little early, and with like the Bloomberg leak, all that?
I think everything was pushed early, pushed or pulled forward for sure. I don't think it was meant to be announced, to be honest, because I actually we'll see when the showcase happens in, I mean, a few minutes time and such. It says 5 minutes. It says at 5:48 p.m. UK time, so 48. I think if we don't see anything about the Quest 3 or any even mention for this whole showcase, that's probably because it was never really meant to be announced.
Mm.
But we shall see. Just because we're running out of time. Just a few quick details that just came out with the Quest 3. For the Quest 2, it's now going to drop back to $299. So the OG price on the Quest 3, Quest 2 came out. That's going to change from this Sunday. So if you're on the fence of getting a Quest 2 and you're still going to buy one, then obviously wait till this Sunday onwards. The 128 will be $299, and then it'll be $349 for the 256 version. The Quest 2 and Quest Pro will also get an update where they'll have better CPU performance. So we're looking at around 19 to 26% increase for the Quest 2, and the Quest Pro is at 11% increase in performance. So that's the software update that's coming up later. And also they said they're enabling dynamic resolution scaling for both Quest 2 and Quest Pro, so the games and apps can take advantage of better pixel density without dropping frames. So they're going to continue updating, going to continue supporting it for sure. I don't think there's a problem. If someone was like, okay, I'm on the fence, and now they've seen the Quest 3 and they want to go get the Quest 3, I think you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine for a while. Plus, the chipsets doesn't look like it's much of a big difference. We'll find out more in the Kinect whether or not how much the performance difference is. But it feels like the visuals will be much better and such on the Quest 3, but that's about it, right? It just seems like a PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 4 Pro kind of upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see more.
like a half step up, so to say.
Yeah. Kimberly here says the early announcement confused me. Thought it happened during this showcase, and I messed up the time change.
Me too. I was getting ready, Kimberly. I was getting ready, and I saw this like we're going live, and I was like, I hope he's just going live because I'm still in the road and my hair's wet. So I thought I messed it up.
Absolutely.
Hey, Brian Brownie's
Brown Brownie in the chat.
chat.
Yeah. I suspect they're coming out further earlier because of Apple VR. Brandon says buy a refurbished one from Meta would be $250. Probably, yeah, probably. I want to see
is
if
anybody gonna buy a Quest 2 when the Quest 3 announcement just happened? Is there anybody really on the fence that are like, oh, I was just waiting for that $30 price drop or $50 price drop?
That's true. At the same time, I can see later on the year, I can feel more people will buy Quest 2s just because it's significantly cheaper. Because it's expensive. Well, if you think about it, at $499, everyone's saying it's affordable. On Quest standards, it's expensive. It's much more. It started off at $299 when it came out, and now we're looking at a $499 headset. So it is expensive, especially in today's market, right? So
yeah, I don't think it's affordable. I think it's for gamers, it's a decent price.
Yeah.
For somebody who's just like on the street going, oh, what's this VR? They're not going to drop $500 on a headset.
No, that's what the Quest 2 is for sure. We got Show Futuristic in the chat. Big up Show. He's got a great YouTube channel, by the way. I definitely recommend checking him out. He's got a lot of good opinions. He says, seems like these CPU software updates are to decrease the gap between Quest 3 and Quest 2 titles showing today. I wonder if the software change means less throttling / more heat. Yeah, unsure. They definitely improved the Quest Pro's GPU and CPU performance over time, over the last few months as well. So maybe they're just getting better at optimizing the software to
Yeah, we knew it was underclocked, the Quest 2, so maybe they're just like removing those stop gaps or whatever from that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am concerned about it getting too hot because already if I play my Quest 2 a long time, you feel it.
Yeah.
It's warm.
Absolutely. Last comment.
Is it time? My popcorn's ready.
We got 1 minute.
Skinny Pop too.
I'm looking at it. It's saying 1 minute. So before we actually get started with the stream, obviously we've had a predictions episode with me and Samson. Jenna, give us a couple predictions. We got 1 minute.
Okay, I have some crazy predictions. I think somehow they're gonna get Mario Kart. They gotta do well, unless they announce GTA.
Mario Kart.
Yeah, they gotta do some other, driving game.
She's been loving Disney racers.
Honestly, if they have it, if they do, I feel like they do need more racing games. To be honest, I think you're on the right.
Especially with Gran Turismo, they're definitely gonna want more racing games. I had some crazy prediction, and now I forget what it was. I should have wrote it down.
We're still waiting, by the way. I'm gonna turn chat off on the side here. Brian says GTA. Yeah, anyone else in the chat who have got predictions, fire away. Obviously, we're going to still be talking whilst this is on.
I think they're going to do some more workout stuff. Like Supernatural's pretty big, Beat Saber's big. I think they're going to do some more workout kind of things. Like maybe even partnership with like Lifetime or something like that. Do something like that brings people who can't make it to the gym in.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think we're getting live here, so I'm gonna pull
All right,
this
let's
up.
go.
Long have I guarded this peaceful kingdom, protecting the barrier between darkness and light. But invaders from another world threaten to take my home.
Let us know if the volume's too loud, by the way.
Won't let them.
Or too soft.
Does it sound okay? As I point the volume down?
Yeah,
okay.
No, it's not good. You've seen this one, though.
There's a dog in that one. I don't know what that was.
Dog's on Jenna end.
Dog's on my end. Probably getting a package delivered. My bad.
So well. No more rainbows.
No more rainbows. I would totally play that. It looked
the
all
movement's
happy
kind of like
and
Gorilla Tag, right?
then it got dark. Little Cities DLC.
It's very loud on.
Tracking.
It's very loud on my end, so I'm gonna turn it down and then increase it in the stream if you need it. Like, does that sound okay still?
I don't
Okay.
hear any.
It sounds soft to me.
It sounds soft.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Better.
Yeah, it's a little better.
I'll put it up
Snowy
to.
Islands.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
was pretty cancel. That's an old DLC.
Let me know if that sounds good, and you can hear us speaking okay. I just had to turn it down because it was killing my ears. It was like really loud for me.
I still haven't hopped in this one, and I really should. It looks so fun. Looks like a solid time killer.
I have it. I just don't play it very often. Like ever.
Same.
Brian doesn't hear it. He says he doesn't hear anything.
No?
I can hear it now.
It's definitely loud now. For me.
Oh, this is why we have a pre-show, right?
Yeah.
There we go.
That first live stream. Some hiccups.
I'll just turn the.
Available. to
You're too loud
It says
compared
way
to the
too
video.
loud, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
We've heard of that one before. I'm pretty sure I saw that on a list of games coming up soon. Oh, nice. It's a very relaxing title. Until lots of things start happening and then it's all chaos.
Fast Travel's solid devs.
Yeah.
There we go. I knew they were going to show this. This was my prediction. New DLC out today. Say out today.
Oh my god, I haven't finished the book yet.
June 8th.
Now I got to 2 times speed it.
June 8th, let's go.
Next week, all right.
A new series, Evil Les.
Guido just joined your Patreon, man.
Oh, thank you so much,
Guido.
Guido. Subscribed and joined the Patreon. Thank you so much.
Exploding Kittens?
What is going on? Pocket Edition iOS?
Oh my god, it's everything at once.
Everywhere. It is everything. Oh, we'll have to unpack that later on.
Available now. Is this DLC available now?
It's June 8th for the Journey to the Center of the Earth, though.
They lied. Meta just lied to me.
Onward here.
Yeah.
That was a lot there. I couldn't keep up with that walkabout.
Yeah, that was a lot. iOS, Journey.
And go be a beta tester for now, no? Do it. Reach out to Walkabout.
Is this Onward 2? What do we got here?
Yes, Brian is into that mini golf. Water golf, mini golf.
If anybody is interested, Brian runs a group that does amazing walkabout tournaments. Samson's in it, I'm in it.
And I think
I'm actually not in it. I need to get on that. I don't know what I'm
Is it
doing.
the finals next week? You can watch them. You can watch them live on his Twitch channel,
Nice.
which I don't have a link to. But Brian, feel free to post a link to your Twitch.
What's up, Dress Up VR? Good to have you on the show. Brian says
So
tease
what
for
was that
Apple
supposed
VR.
to show us? Was there a DLC or it was just like, here's a game?
It didn't even. It didn't say DLC. It just said
No.
Onward. Like
It
what?
said play now.
No one plays nuns.
What is this?
Two sides enter, but only one side can survive.
Demio PvP.
Battle commence.
I'm actually really looking to playing this in mixed reality on the Quest 3.
See, I don't know. I don't get in VR to see everything around me. I get in VR to see what's in VR.
Time for battle.
So,
That's fair.
for me, it's like, if I wanted to play something in real life, I'll play it in real life.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Boy.
This game is like made for mixed reality though. This game is like. I see Samson's pumped. I see Samson's pumped.
Yeah.
I need to get back
I mean,
in there.
it makes
I'm not
sense if you
playing-
want to play Demio with someone in the same location, right? It makes less sense to me if you're playing far. But
Yeah.
like if I want to have somebody over, so we're not just like sitting
Yeah.
in,
Yeah, that makes sense for mixed reality for sure. I don't have any friends close by though. That's why I have VR. Or any friends who have VR.
I don't have any friends.
Although maybe I'll give a friend a Quest 2 and that my Quest 2. Demio Battle.
wishlist it now, wishlist now.
My dear little Sproutling, you are a special one, able to experience time a bit
I like
So
any
much
game that calls me
too.
special.
flexible.
Like we are. Yeah,
in
exactly,
terms of
exactly.
yeah.
You like play with clones or whatever. Yeah.
Mm. Welcome Victor to the
I
chat.
don't know.
Good to have you in
Close
here.
myself as being dangerous. I mean, Rogue's my friend. He's staying up late to watch,
He says no friends.
even though he never plays with me.
Rogue?
Power wash. We were right, Samson. We got one of the emoji hints. We got the emoji hints right.
Is this really Power Wash VR?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Sorry. For freak's sake.
Yes.
What is the point
Yes.
of that? Who plays that game?
Samson will
I
be
play
playing
it.
that.
Victor,
I'm-
I didn't know Tiger Hoods was Victor. Or Merc was Victor. Sorry.
Oh, nice. Oh, okay, now we just got a countdown.
Alright, so what do you
All right,
think?
all
What's
right.
the most exciting part so far? Thus far.
Easy. Walkabout.
Yeah, same.
I kind of want to go back to see what Walkabout was about.
Don't do it. It'll get messed up.
Yeah, I know.
Aw.
I just want to leave it now. But we had the Walkabout Journey to the Center of Earth comes out on the 8th of June, and then you've got the iPhone app or the AR app comes out in summer. Hopefully this time. They've said announced dates many times and it just hasn't come out. Then also we've got they have like the new DLC called like Escape Rooms or something like that. Which is coming out soon, so that's the next series. Remember was it called Escape Rooms or was it just called? It had like lasers and all that stuff. Yeah,
Oh, no,
Walkabout.
no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Something like
I
that.
don't know.
Yeah,
Have to
yeah, yeah.
rewatch it.
We are moments
Some sort
away.
of like new. It was like a new, like how they do the Lost Cities or whatever, like package. It was like a new.
Yeah. Peeps are loving Henning KO in the chat. Welcome to the stream. Let me try and get
Thank
your
you.
comment up. I know at least 2 Walkabout colleagues who love Power Fosh. Yeah, I feel like the Walkabout people. Oh, okay, Kimberly Les. That's what it's called.
All right, Jenna.
Yes.
If you can power wash with someone, does that make it more interesting?
Who's it with?
Brandon.
Oh, I'd power wash with Bernana all day.
There you
Absolutely.
go.
Okay, it says what you're about to see today are slated to launch within the next year.
Even the ones you'll see for the first time.
Yeah, it's like what Microsoft said last year. And what are we still waiting on? Like Starfield and
Everything.
yeah.
All right, everyone, let's get sunk in. That was a good pre-show. That went real quick.
It's
15
popcorn
minutes.
ready.
Oh my gosh, there's popcorn everywhere.
Wish I
Hey,
slowed it
Mario
down.
over there.
Oh god. I'm clipping that up later.
I'll clean up later.
It's in the future of a year or less.
Welcome
Let's go.
everyone to our 3rd annual Meta Gaming Showcase. I'm thrilled to be back hosting, and it's a big day. This morning, Mark Zuckerberg shared that our Meta Quest 3, our next-gen
Oh, they
VR
did mention
headset,
it.
is launching
Yeah.
later this year.
Interesting. So they have
Amazing.
Meta Quest 3 is our follow-up to Meta Quest 2 and will feature advanced tech
So it's
that
probably
opens
planned.
up new
Yeah,
possibilities
they had to be
in
planned
both
then.
VR and MR. It will also be backwards compatible with Quest 2's entire library of over 500 games and apps. Later in the show, we'll explore Oculus Studio's biggest and most
Ruth always
immersive
has
game
good sneakers
ever
on.
with a
So let's
gameplay
see what
deep
she's
dive.
got going on this time.
A game that will take advantage of Meta Quest 3's cutting-edge hardware. We have way more to share when
I think they're
Meta Quest 3
Converses.
releases,
I think they're Converses.
including
Okay, let's
specs,
talk to us
more
about
apps and
Oculus.
experiences, and a whole
Inline
switch of
69
groundbreaking MR content.
Less Toculus. I mean,
These are
that's how
all
Samson
stepping
normally
stones
signs
toward our
out the
long-term
show.
vision for building the
What's up,
metaverse.
Arthur?
But for today's showcase, it's all about VR games. Every title you see today will be playable on both Meta Quest 2 and 3, and is currently set to launch in the next 12 months.
R.I.P.
So
Quest
let's
1.
get started.
I know. Let's
He had a
go.
good run. Alright, let's go.
Work out, work out.
Are you ready?
I knew it.
That was the last emoji game that they showed off. It's this one. I love how they're starting with this.
Wild physical gameplay. Ooh, look at those poses.
Wait, feet? Why was he raising his feet? What is this? They don't track feet.
No, they don't.
I don't think this is gonna pull me away from this riders, I'm not gonna lie.
Brandon's like, shake my head.
Yeah, no. I did
Samba
say
de
there was more
Amigo.
work today.
Sega game.
Sega. Interesting.
Samba de Amigo in VR. I cannot be more excited because music is such an important part
She
of my
said
life.
that so
I was a
deadpan.
professional musician, and on that, I've gotten to work with the talented
She
teams
was just
that bring
like,
a
I
bunch
can't,
of other
yeah, I
games.
can't wait to be excited, but
Playing Samba
there's
de
no
Amigo in
emotion.
VR feels like it's always belonged here. And I can't wait to see everyone shaking their maracas when Sega brings the game to the MetaQuest store this fall. Back in February,
Keep
Shell
you up,
Games
starting
revealed
strong.
I Expect You to
It's
Die
gonna just
Easily,
keep getting better.
Frog
I
in the
think
Machine.
we know.
Today,
I
I
liked your name
can
better when it was
confirm
people
that this
level.
third helping of Spy Hijinks, or Spyjinks, is coming to the MetaQuest store this year.
They're fine. We need to just dance
Hopefully
together.
your skills haven't gotten
Maybe
too
have it.
rusty, because this threequel will send agents on their most challenging mission yet. Confront more villainous villains, tackle more perilous perils, and expect to die a few more times.
I expect to die 3.
Oh,
Nice.
you are either very strong or that steering wheel was not attached correctly. Dr. Roxana Prism is a
Still hasn't
former
finished the
agent
first
for
one. I
agency.
keep getting stuck.
She truly believes she can create a better
I
agent.
played a little bit of one and
You'll
2.
either prove her wrong or prove her right.
It goes multiplayer.
You're
You
dead in
know
that
it.
second scenario.
I know Kimberly loves this thing.
Once you're dead, everyone will see just how superior my robots are to human agents.
Yep, there we go. There's Kimberly.
Do it again, you'll have 10 cents.
Every time we encounter Agent Phoenix, we get stronger.
Check this out, we can fly now.
It's simply a matter of time and iteration. You think that's the end? It's not even begun!
I think there was.
Are you using Dr. P's notes I left in there? Aren't they great? Sometimes I look at them because they make me happy.
You don't have to play the series in order, but if you'd like to, you'll find the first 2 games bundled in the MetaQuest store for 40% off for a limited time.
I forgot about that. This is a good day for
That's
sales.
not all Shell
There'll be
Games
a
is
lot
working
of
on.
sales.
They
Good
made a
for you.
promise at last year's showcase. 3 games over the next 2 years. Hot off the press, let me introduce you to Silent Slayer, Vault of the Vampire. Silent Slayer is a single-player horror game that'll bring you face-to-face with slumbering vampires.
Samson, this is for the live stream.
And as you might guess from the title, stealth is key to survival. As Shell Games puts it, silence is
Shell
golden,
Games.
sound is death. Spooky. Let's take a peek.
Spooky.
Keep silent.
Spooky.
Gently.
Make it multiplayer. Multiplayer would be cool.
At last. Aim for the center of the
I agree, Steve. Or at least like Twitch support,
Be gentle.
you know? Welcome, Alex, to the chat. Good to see you.
Shh, I'm busy slaying.
Slain in the Vault of the Vampire.
No release date for this one. This is a next year one, but I assume they want it for October.
Oh, she just got
At last year's showcase, we
Whoa.
revealed Ghostbusters: Rise of the Ghost Lord.
Oh, finally.
And then I got
Yeah,
to
we
drive
remember
off
that.
into the sunset in the iconic Ecto-1. For this year's show, Sony Pictures VR and N-Dreams put together a little dossier on the Ghost Lord himself. Who is he, and how did he get to be so mean? Along the way, we'll get a glimpse of the West Coast's first Ghostbusters HQ, some iconic San Francisco landmarks, and the spirits and specters that you'll be trapping there with your friends. Let's take a look.
The villains are just so mean. How did they get
So
that
fucking
way?
horny.
I agree.
You think you know the whole story of the Ghostbusters. Well, you don't know my story. 1984. My research brought me to Columbia University, where I studied under the Ghostbusters. They dismissed my work.
Well, these Quest 3 graphics
dangerous.
looking nice.
But in San Francisco, I can show them. With its untapped cauldron of the undead.
Like
Where
Gamora?
others saw fear, I saw subjects. How could I know my research would stir a dormant evil?
Samson and his
Alcatraz.
job. Oh, I forgot. I was
Tortured
supposed to bring him.
souls, whose guilt I could drain and drain again.
This is a multiplayer one,
Their
though,
pain,
Jenna. So
the price
This
of
is a
progress.
multiplayer. I'm
My
actually
dear
excited
sister
for this. I
Katie
just wish it would come out at some point.
Soon everyone will understand.
I mean,
Especially
if I have to hear
you,
about it at the Meta Showcase
Ghostbusters,
next year.
with your silly parlor tricks. You will see the progress I have made. Know the power I have harnessed. You will realize that I, Gustav Hookfather, am the genius who gave the world endless clean energy. The Ghost Lord is coming.
What have I brought upon the world?
The time of the Ghost Lord is here.
Well, at least we finally got some game footage.
Release date.
This
Oh,
fall,
this
no
fall,
release
wow.
date.
Wish
It's gotta
list it.
be
Coming this
before
fall.
October. It's gotta be October.
It's gotta be, yeah. We'll do a quick recap after this show, just to kind of go
Check
through.
this out.
Whoa.
The team let me into the San Francisco Ghostbusters HQ a little early, and it's still under construction, but I've got my proton pack, my PKE meter, and I know exactly who I'm teaming up with to take out the Ghost Lord. Because if there's one thing you could say about me, is that I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Okay.
Whew.
What just happened
Anyway.
there?
I don't
When
know.
we asked One Homestead,
I don't know
developers
what.
of Rocket NX, what's something players will love about your new game? They said, you can lose an arm, then pick it back up and bash your enemies with it. There you go. Underdogs is a physics-based brawler where you wrap yourself in your 5-ton gorilla mech and rampage through New Bracca, the 22nd century mech fighting capital of the world. Take on whatever the pitmasters throw your way and upgrade your mech to be even more fearsome. But remember,
Brawler.
the more you climb the ranks, the more every lowlife in the city will be gunning for you. So get ready to claw your way up the food chain.
Yo, this city ain't never gonna let two base boys like us in. Nah, this the jungle out here, bruv.
I like this art style.
If we wanna get into New Bracca, we're gonna have to
It's
fight
like an anime.
in animals.
Yeah, his art style is cool. It's really nice. Giving me Gorillas vibes. Just like their art style for their
Very
characters.
much gorillas. Yeah.
Is this like a wave? Like the waves of enemies?
I think so, yeah. Whatever.
Your arm's broken clean off! Ricardo! They're coming in for the kill! Get up and fight!
Was that mech versus mech there? Was that like, do you think that was a PvP?
I don't know. Actually, I'm not sure. The trailer was great, to be honest. I'm not really into games that you're mech, but
At last
if
year's
it's ever gonna
show,
work,
we
it's gonna
revealed
be VR.
NFL Pro Era, the first NFL
There you go.
and
There's
NFLPA
the
licensed
yeah,
VR football
sure.
sim. Since the game's launched last October, you've completed over 3 million NFL seasons and unlocked over 9 million trophies. But what's next? Here to tell you is Status
design,
Pro
I'm
president and co-founder
big fan of that one,
and former
apparently.
NFL wide receiver Andrew Hawkins.
Whoa.
Thanks, Ruth.
alright,
Our goal
alright.
last year at Status Pro was to give people the experience
Oh,
of being NFL
multiplayer
QB1.
for NFL Pro Era,
Rushing,
hopefully.
stepping onto the field and leading your favorite NFL team to victory. And the positive response we got
I
from our
still haven't played
community
this
was
one.
overwhelming. But that was just
Great.
the beginning. Later this year, we're upping the game with the next evolution of NFL Pro Era. This year is all about showing the world what you got. With the new version of NFL Pro Era, we're expanding multiplayer so you and your best friend can pit your favorite teams
Let's go.
against each other and see who
It's
comes
like an
out on
updated
top.
roster sports
There's a
thing.
world of
They're just going to
competition
keep
out there,
releasing
and
them
we want
yearly.
to see how our community's QB skills stack up. We got a lot more to share, though, between now and launch. New features, new modes. This is more than a roster update. The next version of NFL Pro Era
more than a
will
roster
build on last
update,
year's
Samson.
game in so many cool ways, and we cannot wait to get it in your hands. Check us out
Yes,
on social.
Bubbler
We're
VR
posting
in
a
the
lot
chat.
of community and game updates there before we launch this fall.
Yo, Bubbler.
This is really cool.
Oh yeah, you came on the
Thanks,
show
Al.
last year as well.
All right,
beginning of this
moving
year.
on
rather.
from the field to the court. Back in December, Resolution Games creators
that a new
of
game or was that
Blaston
an
and
update?
Demio
Just an update.
revealed their latest project.
But that's a big
Rocket
update.
Club,
It needed
an
multiplayer big
all-new
time. It's the
sport
only thing it's
designed
missing.
exclusively for VR. Practice your swing solo, play pickup matches with people all around the world, or just hang out and socialize courtside with your friends in this one-of-a-kind sports complex. Here's a new look at Racket Club.
Racket Club. I did enjoy Tennis League VR a lot, to be honest. Sure, if there's events mode in NFL Pro Era, I am hitting my face against things often.
I bet you they're gonna have pickleball like.
Oh, there
Oh,
it is.
yeah.
Pickleball.
That's pickleball. Yeah,
Oh,
Very popular these days.
it is very popular.
according to a TV show I was watching, the fastest growing sport in the world right now. Pickleball.
I know
This
a lot
actually
of
would
my-
work
Well,
really
you
well in
start at
VR.
0.
Yeah, it started at 0.
No, I saw like pickleball on ESPN. Like John McEnroe.
Oh, really? Just shouting at the players, this ain't tennis!
Looks interesting.
Racket Club.
I wonder if called Racket Club they're going to expand to different racket sports. Me leaving it
What other,
open
like-
that way?
Like the shuttlecock sport.
At our
What is
debut
that?
gaming showcase,
Badminton?
I
Alright,
created
Jenna,
the launch
relax.
trailer for Wraith: The Oblivion Afterlife from Fast
Brandon's
Travel
like, what is
Games.
pickleball?
It was the first
Yeah.
VR game set in the world of darkness.
It's
Pickleball
basically
is
like tennis, but you
Diving
pretty
back
much...
into the world
Yeah.
of supernatural
Smaller
horror
tennis
with an
with a partner.
all-new adventure RPG.
Imagine table
Vampire:
tennis,
The
but
Masquerade Justice,
but
which will
in
simulate
a
Venice.
court.
but not the Venice you see on
It's a good idea, I
postcards.
think.
You
I think it is
are
too.
a
I would
vampire,
play.
comfortable in the city's darkest shadows. Hide in plain sight. Drink the blood of mortals.
Matt is gonna
and
make
use your
pickleball really
vampiric
popular
abilities
now.
to become the
Rogue
ultimate
doesn't
judge of the
tickle my
guilty.
pickle. I
Doesn't
love
tickle
it.
your
So,
pickle?
Without further ado, let's sink our teeth into the
We'll call
debut
it
trailer
pickleball.
for Vampire: The Masquerade Justice.
Wow, another vampire game.
Alright, Dan, another one for your October YouTube series.
This is for your live stream series, Samson.
My underwear can't take it.
The visuals look really good on this.
It does look good.
Felt like I was back on square one. Hiding in the night.
We've had 8 games so far, and it's been 15 minutes.
Wow.
I'm glad you're taking notes, because...
Yeah, I'm writing all of them down.
But the guilty must be punished.
Buffy.
Are vampires
You'd
the
do well
apex
to remember
predator?
that.
Probably.
Because if you don't, I'll make
Would
things
become an apex
very
predator. I never think of
uncomfortable
vampires
for
as an
you.
apex predator.
Did that
Vampire: The
say
Masquerade
RPG?
Justice.
Did that say RPG on that blood wall written in blood?
I think so.
Yeah.
Next, an adventure that never needs to end. This one is special to me. It's developed by Othergate, a studio co-founded by 4 VR veterans who I used to work with for years on the Oculus Studios team on our very first and super popular franchise, Dead and Buried. I know firsthand that these guys are masters at making fun multiplayer games, and I am honored to announce their next project, Dungeons of Eternity. This 1 to 3 player dungeon crawler generates levels from hundreds of unique chambers, so no 2 trips are the same. You'll explore dark crypts, ruined castles, and deep caverns. Battle monstrous enemies with melee and magic, solve puzzles, avoid traps, gather
It actually
loot,
sounds fun when you
escape
put it
back
that
to
way.
safety, level up, and then do it all over again in a brand new dungeon. Take a look.
Yes! What are we playing after this, Rogue? Let's go.
Is this it? Is this Asgard's right?
No, this is Dungeons of...
No, this is Dungeons of Eternity.
Whatever.
It looks like it in a way. I know what you mean.
Living.
Oh, giant scorpion. I'm out. Not for me.
That's not a spider. Come on.
Yeah, but they look like a spider.
Yeah, they don't. They have less legs.
They have less legs, but they have a giant poisonous tail.
No, they have eight legs.
Shush, Samson.
Oh, Show's into this.
Stop making me look bad in front of my friends.
I already messed up doing maths.
Dungeons of Eternity.
Dungeons of Eternity.
This looks pretty cool.
That does look really cool. It's not my jam, but yeah, I can see lots of
I'd
people
play
getting
it.
into that.
3-person dungeon crawler.
I like the variety so far. There's a good variety of games. It's not just shooters
We
or
must have other
anything.
beloved classics waiting in the wings, right?
In fact, we haven't had a shooter
How
yet.
about one of the best-selling games of the 90s? An
Oh,
iconic
GTA?
mystery, maybe? Something a little spooky?
Oh,
Yeah,
not
I think we
GTA.
have one like that.
She said 90s, didn't she?
90.
Vertigo.
90s. I don't know, but this looks scary.
Stout, what do you want? Show yourself!
Oh my gosh.
Yes, we are. I don't know.
My dad had this on PC. I remember the CD. It scared the shite out of me just looking at the cover.
That looks
The
so...
Oh, I'm gonna have to show him that.
Is mostly known for ushering in the CD-ROM era.
Yeah,
once
that's
upon
the
a
CD-ROM that I had.
But
Or
it's
my
a
dad
great
had.
puzzle adventure game.
Oh, my dad's gonna lose it. I have to give him the Quest 2.
Studios Rotterdam, staying true to the original, but reimagining it for a
That's
new
true.
era.
We got Behemoth to come,
The team is
Asgard's
using
Wrath, and
volumetric
maybe
video
San
to
Andreas.
capture the live-action performances of actors to help tell the game's story.
What did you call me, Airblade?
They're also fully recreating the iconic mansion in 3D for the first time. Just don't be surprised if it starts changing shape around you. It is haunted after all. In addition to the seventh guest, Vertigo
Yes,
is working
Steve.
on Arizona Sunshine 2,
He knows it.
a sequel to one of the most popular games from VR's early days. This one people have been waiting to see for a long time, including me. You might have seen the CG reveal recently, but today we have another short teaser for you.
In-game
Time to
footage?
say hello to
Yeah,
your
give us
old
some game
pal
footage.
Freddy, and hello to a new friend as well.
I hope they show game footage.
I hope it's co-op. I think they
No, pre-rendered animation only, not actual gameplay.
Oh, what's going on, Fred?
It's the PSVR visuals, right?
Allow me to show you how it's done.
Or PC.
Or PC.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, this might be the reveal that's coming to Quest?
Watch and learn. What the? Get a room. You know that only counts as one.
It's coming on Quest.
Yeah, for sure.
Was Arizona Sunshine
In
1 on
Arizona
Quest?
Sunshine 2,
Yeah,
you'll
but they didn't
survive the
announce
desolate
2
waste of
for
Arizona
Quest. They only did
with your new
PC
best
VR and
friend, Buddy,
PlayStation VR.
who you can
So they're
trust
probably
to have
saving
your
it
back,
for this.
even when Freddy's are trying to take a bite out of it. Arizona
I
Sunshine
don't
2
think there's many
launches
VR
later this
exclusives out
year,
there, to be honest.
so be sure to check out the game's extended CG reveal
Just
trailer
Dance.
if you haven't already. Okay. Last November, Netflix and Tender Claws revealed that the hit series Stranger Things is coming to VR. I hope
Oh,
you're
nice.
comfortable in
I
the
forgot
upside
about
down.
this.
because
Me
you're going to be
too.
spending a lot of time there.
I completely forgot
In
about
this chilling psychological horror experience, you are Vecna.
There are a lot of horrors.
Invading people's minds and conjuring up their worst nightmares as you look to take
You missed a
revenge
lot,
on
dress up. You
Eleven
missed a
and her
lot.
friends.
But we'll recap at
Stranger
the end.
Things
We'll go
VR
through real
comes
quick.
to Meta Quest Store later this year. And here is a brand new trailer.
If GTA comes out, I'm eating the rest of my popcorn.
Oh, come on, you gotta do something more fun, like eating your hat or something.
Mm-hmm.
Next,
what
it's
else were
time
you
to
gonna do
strap
with your
into your
popcorn?
omnidirectional
Not
mobility
it.
gear and prepare to fight the unthinkable. Attack on Titan is a best-selling
I thought she
manga
said Metal
series,
Gear then.
Finally.
acclaimed
Attack
anime
on Titan 2.
adaptation, and now, thanks to the team at Universe, an exhilarating
Oh, look how
VR
she has
game.
the manga
Attack
next
on
to her.
Titan VR Unbreakable lets you join the Scout Regiment and go head-to-head with the Titans themselves. Swing through the air using your ODM gear and take down enemies many times your size as you try to protect the last vestiges of humankind. Some of you may already be familiar with this game because we teased it late last year, but you didn't get to see the game's dynamic, high-flying battles. Today you will.
Yeah, a lot of people are excited for this one.
I'm excited for this one.
Oh, pre-rendered animation.
Ooh, I'm already loving this movie. I'm already loving it. Looks fast.
It's Spider-Man in VR. I thought it was funny.
Gives me Assassin's Creed vibes in a way. Just like the town.
That's a creepy looking smile.
Jesus.
Oh, that's what they all like. You know what? Back to the
Actually, I don't watch any anime, so I actually don't know anything about it. But I know a lot of people are
Well,
excited.
that's how they smile. That's how the
That's how they smile.
smile. Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad you're here, Jenna.
Back in 2011, Polish developer People Can Fly, the creators behind Outriders and Painkiller, introduced the world to
Yes,
skill
Space. I
shots.
think I'm sold on that one too.
Blast an enemy out of the air, skill shot. Kick him into a cactus, skill shot. Crush somebody under a hot dog cart. You get the idea. Now imagine how creative you could get with that system in VR.
Spider-Man with sword.
Forget imagining it. We've got it. Here's your first look at Bulletstorm in VR.
Bulletstorm?
Bulletstorm?
Whoa!
Bulletstorm.
Whoa! No way! This game on the 360 is so good. It's so good. Whoa! Oh my gosh.
Dan is excited.
I am hyped. I am hyped.
This gives me so much hype for other 360. Oh my god. I can only get so erect.
I'm like a kid.
That makes sense here, right? But I'm probably gonna get a lot of I'm watching the anime. I'm not watching the anime.
Alright, I'm not seeing any
sick. It actually looked pretty rough, but like, it's still crazy that bullet storm's coming. Damn, let's go.
This is the bullet storm we all know and love. Every skill shot, every story beat,
The skill shots are so much
from the
fun.
ground up for VR. And for the first time,
If you've not played
you'll
this
actually
on-
be able to handle an energy leash.
If you've not
deliver
played this on like
devastating blows,
PS3 and
mow
Xbox
down hordes of
360, if you
mutated
can try and
enemies.
find a copy,
So
if
book your
anyone has an
ticket to the planet
Xbox, you'll get it
Stygia
on.
for later this year.
It might be on Steam as
And
well.
thanks to People
It's
Can
just
Fly
a
and
really
Indigo
fun game,
for
and it's
bringing
made by the
such a
people who
fun
made
project
Gears
to
of
life.
War
Okay.
as well.
Before we start talking about our final game, I know you've been waiting for an update on Assassin's Creed
Whoa.
VR. And I have good news. Assassin's Creed Nexus is coming to the MetaQuest store by the end of the year.
Whoa!
Tune into Ubisoft Forward on June 12th.
Oh, my
to
prediction
the
came right.
reveal of Assassin's Creed.
I knew they were gonna announce it.
All right.
Oh, let's go.
I promised you a deep dive. Let's get into it.
We only have one more game
In
left, but isn't
2019,
there 30 minutes
Asgard's
left of
Wrath
the
took us on an
showcase?
epic journey
Showcase
I think
only
they said
has
40
the
minutes,
9
right?
realms of Norse mythology.
But this might be the
That
last
journey
one
ended
because it
here,
might include the
imprisoned
pre-show.
in this very tavern by the trickster god Loki.
So now we're gonna see
Destiny
Asgard's
has more in
Wrath.
store for you.
It's gotta be.
From Sanzaru Games and Oculus Studios, this
Yo.
is the world premiere of Asgard's Wrath 2.
Yeah, there's no Minecraft yet. There's no Xbox Game Pass yet, which is weird.
Loki's
I ran out of space on my notepad. This is so interesting.
He must not be stopped.
Damn, what a last ending there.
Betrayal has made you stronger.
Well, they said they had one more game, right? This game and then one more.
San Andreas, maybe?
I hope they at least tell us they canceled.
For people who don't know, this game on the first one on PC VR is very highly regarded. Very highly regarded. Brandon said this is the last game. I mean, it's a good end if it is. And if GTA is the thing, they could always... Sorry?
I'm like, you know, there's not too many enemies on screen.
No.
So it does look pretty cool.
This looks really good. Oh, it's just one, it's not two. Oh wait, no, it is two, it is two.
Asgard's Wrath 2 is an all-new standalone adventure in this epic
They could do
series.
San Andreas
Freed from prison by the
on the
Weavers of Fate,
Kinect.
you'll set out on a new quest
Like day and
across
date
time
with
and
the-
space. From the Norse realms to the deserts of ancient Egypt.
Samson, was Asgard's
Here on
Wrath
the Great
open world?
Sand Sea,
I don't
you'll
believe
once
so.
again battle gods
more
and
like-
creatures of myth
yeah,
to stop
it's more like you
Loki
go from
from
place to
upending
place, yeah.
all of creation. When the original Asgard's Wrath released on PC VR, it wowed players with its jaw-dropping scale, brutal
Are they gonna port
physics-based
the first
combat,
one to
and
Quest?
stunning graphics.
That'd be great.
Asgard's Wrath 2 will set a whole new standard for wireless VR. This is the deep and immersive action RPG that you've been waiting for. Packing enormous, free-roaming environments, gorgeous visuals, and well over 60 hours of exploration
have to sell my
and intense
PSVR,
combat
everyone.
into MetaQuest 2 and MetaQuest 3. Today, my friend
tempting.
Matt Kramer, head of design at Sanzaru Games,
I'll wait though, I
will
wanna
take
wait
us on a
till
tour of the
later
team's
on this year.
groundbreaking title. Everything you're about to see was captured in game.
Oh,
Matt,
sweet.
the mic's yours.
Yeah, this must be the end. This
Thanks,
must be the
Rue.
end.
I'm so excited to show everyone what we've been working on at Sanzaro these last few
Yeah,
years.
I said winter 2023.
Asgard's Wrath 2
Yeah.
picks up where the first game left off, in a mysterious tavern you
winter
can't escape
2023
from.
for this one.
You're suddenly thrust into battle with a giant creature, clearly from another realm. Just when you think all is lost, you encounter the Weavers of Fate, a trio of beings that set you off upon your adventure to find and stop Loki. So just how much bigger is this game?
This quest
Not
has
only
been,
will
this
you
quest,
travel
this
through
showcase
new
has been like
Asgardian
top
locations,
notch.
like Muspelheim,
been
the
really
land
good.
of
It's been a
fire.
very good day.
The Weavers of Fate will also bring you to new realms, like the vast desert expanse of ancient Egypt. These massive worlds, beyond the scope of any other game on the MetaQuest platform, come alive in
16
Asgard's Wrath
games
2.
in total for the actual showcase, and then I think there was like 7 or 8 in the
characters to
pre-show, but I didn't write those down.
Monsters to battle.
Yeah, some of the
Quests and
pre-show
side
ones
quests.
weren't new.
Yeah.
Wildlife, crafting resources, mini games, and more. This is a living world you can roam
I'm
and
liking all this
explore
footage
freely.
though.
The most expansive
Oh, there
of
you
these
go. You
worlds
can roam
is
it
the
freely,
Great
show.
Sand Sea,
That living
full
world
of
you can
hidden
freely.
treasures
Wow.
and unique events.
A full
You
open
could
world
spend hours
RPG
upon hours
on
exploring
Quest.
this map
Who'd
and
have thought?
still not discover all its secrets. You might decide to prove your combat
Isn't that what
prowess
Venus
by
did?
hunting rare, high-level monsters that roam the sands.
Okay, I'm okay with.
Or
Yeah, that's
gather
true.
plants
That's true. We had to see.
or
I haven't played.
to craft useful consumable goods, such as bait to attract wildlife, or a ward that
This is
provides
an
a
MMO though.
temporary AoE
I think
benefit.
this is more my
wherever
jam
you
if I
throw
was
it.
gonna play something like this.
But it's not all about
Gives me like Assassin's Creed Origins
back and
vibes
fish.
in a way.
Or beat your high score at the slingshot
Show is
shooting
sold.
gallery. There's no shortage of stuff to
So
do
is
and see
Terrier.
outside the primary quest line. These worlds are so
Yeah, dress
big,
up that.
you're
It
going
could
to
just
want
be the
some more
stream. It
speed
could just
as
be
you
the
move
video.
through them. Luckily, you'll have
We have a lot of time to
It
get
also
it
could
right.
be the frame rate.
As
could
with
also be the front
Asgard's
rate.
Wrath, you'll be able to transform a few brave animals.
They have
into
time though,
unique warrior
and let's be honest,
followers
it's gonna run
to
well
help
on
you
Quest
solve
3. It has
puzzles
to.
and eviscerate enemies. New in this game, they'll serve as powerful mounts that can carry you swiftly across the massive realms of Asgard's Wrath 2.
What level do you have to be to get a mount?
Of course, what's fast on foot or mount can look very different to a god.
So you had like
Like
environmental
Asgard's
puzzles
Wrath,
and God
you'll
mode to
also
do,
see the
like,
world
I'm
from
into
a
this, I'm
god-scale
into this.
perspective, and use your cosmic powers to manipulate the mortal world around you. Reach
She said it'd be
inaccessible
60
areas,
hours?
solve puzzles, and more.
Did she?
I heard 60 hours. Yeah.
Damn. See, this is why you don't get a 128
You can't save the
gigabyte
world
quest. This is
alone.
gonna be. This is gonna be
Egypt
taxing.
is full of would-be heroes who need your godly
Or maybe the people
assistance
at
to enter the
Respawn who
realm
did
of
Medal
legend.
of Honor just don't have a clue
Each
how to
hero in
optimize
Asgard's
their
Wrath
games.
2 is completely
Yes, DMD,
unique.
end it now. Welcome
Different
to the stream.
weapons, different skills and abilities, and different strengths. By possessing these mortals,
Remember
you
to
can
like
help them
the
fulfill
stream
their
if anyone's
destinies
watching, just
and
so
get closer
it
to
can be
yours as
seen
well.
by more people.
The first of these heroes
24
is
people
Abraxas,
watching.
a sin
People are coming and going though. People
with a
are coming
grudge
and going.
against the gods. You and
Like and
Abraxas
subscribe.
make an unlikely pair,
Whoa.
but you'll have
This
to
is giving
work
me God of
together
War
to take
vibes with
down
that.
fearsome enemies like
Dagger
the
there.
bloodthirsty goddess Sekhmet. Abraxas seeks vengeance against Sekhmet for the murder of his father.
I'm really sucked into this.
With his
Not gonna lie.
boomerang axe,
Okay, this
whipped
is
sword,
this
and
looks
bladed
wicked.
shield at
This
your
looks wicked.
command.
I don't
He'll
need
stop
San
at
Andreas.
nothing to defeat
Don't
her.
need it.
They're trying to get us to forget
Combat
about it.
was one of the aspects players loved
Wow,
most
forgotten.
about Asgard's Wrath, us
As he
included.
eats his popcorn.
It was vicious and brutal.
I love the
Whether
blade
swinging
is
a sword,
God of War right there.
throwing an axe, or even using your fists. The combat made you feel
And I hope
powerful
it uses
and
the
skilled.
new haptics in the controllers to really
In the
have that
first game,
feel when the
combat
axe comes
favored
back or the dagger comes
defense-first
back.
approach, meaning you had to block and
Absolutely
parry a
sure.
series of enemy
I am not
attacks
going. I'm
before
going to
you
buy
had
the
a chance
biggest
to
one
remove their
possible.
runic shields.
I wish they went to SD
This
card
loop
route.
had to be completed 3 or
Go
4
big or go
times
home.
before you could start damaging an enemy.
Thanks, Dress Up.
In Asgard's
Pleasure to
Wrath
have
2,
you in
our
here. We'll
updated
probably do a
combat system is centered
podcast
around
tonight,
player
and that will
choice.
come out
Nothing
tomorrow,
is holding you
where
back.
we'll go through this.
You can chip
every
away
week,
at
so.
enemy shields.
Thanks,
do
Dress
a
Up.
flurry of attacks or land skilled parries to trigger opportunity windows.
I agree, Samson. I don't know why it can't be like the Steam Deck and just give us that option if you want it.
Right.
We've also expanded the systems to include elemental types
Yeah,
for a
have, like,
greater
the
degree of
solid
player
state or something
customization
like that that's small
and wider
on it.
variety amongst enemy archetypes. This time, we have a full physics system
You saw how that
implemented
body
for
disappeared?
weapons. With swords,
Yeah, make-
axes, bows, staffs,
We
and
can't have it all,
weapons at
Samson.
your
We can't have it
disposal.
all. The PC version
You
will
can
leave
find a
it.
combat style that's right for you. But you'll need to change up
Oh,
your
I love
approach,
the axe.
as enemies will now react to your every movement and switch up their own attacks. You'll also unlock new skills and abilities as you
Or ice
level
pick
up,
or whatever you want to call it.
letting you invest further in the weapons you use most.
Big fat frog, welcome to the stream. I've got high expectations for Asgard's Wrath game. I hope they don't disappoint. I hope so too. I think it'll be a massive disappointment if it doesn't live up to the hype.
Down on a horde of enemies.
It'll be a huge
You'll
disappointment.
also discover relics you can slot into your weapons and armor that will provide you with powerful buffs, like adding fire damage to your weapon or heal over time, allowing you to customize your weapon set against each enemy you face. But you won't be the only one leveling up. Your animal followers have their own skill trees.
Love a
They'll
good skill
grow in
tree.
power the more you spend time
Essential.
with them.
Follower.
Even with an upgraded companion and all these powers at your disposal.
Wow, they're showing
Don't
everything,
think the
aren't
enemy
they?
AI will go
For a
easy
winter
on you.
game.
As you level up, so will they.
Well, they gotta fix the
Gaining
frame
new
rate.
abilities, smarter tactics, sneaky counters, stronger armor, powerful super attacks,
Frame rate will
and
be key
relics
to
to
be
use
fair on
against
this
you.
game.
Some will even heal each other, boost each other's damage, or call for reinforcements. You'll have to use all the strength, endurance, speed, and quick thinking you can muster to forge a path through the ravenous enemies that lay between you and your destiny.
Went like country for a second.
For a true challenge and
Oh,
the
it's still
opportunity to earn bragging rights amongst your friends, you can step into the Uncharted Rifts, an infinitely replayable dungeon crawling mode with exclusive loot that you can take back with you into the main campaign. The rifts are always open, so you can visit at any point during or even after the campaign and
Love a
put your
good open
skills
rift.
against some of the toughest time-limited challenges the rifts have to offer. Face increasingly ferocious enemies as you delve deeper into these endless labyrinths, encountering the ghosts of players who fell victim to
Thanks
the
for
rifts
joining
before
me.
you.
Bye, Merc.
Whether
Slash
friend
Victor.
or foe, these specters will be part of your dungeon, helping or hindering your progress. Survive long enough, and you'll earn a spot on the leaderboards and those precious bragging rights. The Uncharted Rifts are deep and full of mystery. They're almost like a whole game on
So
their own.
that's definitely
and we've
multiplayer, yeah.
barely scratched the surface of
I would hope so.
Oh, the stream stopped.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, we had such a good run.
No!
all the unique
Oh, we're back, we're
dangers
back, we're
you'll
back.
encounter. I hope that this first look at Asgard's Wrath 2
First
has you
look.
excited.
It sounds like the 10th
We've
look.
got so much more to show you. More heroes, more companions, more gods, Loki anomalies. I can't wait to show you more. Back
Damn.
to you, Ruth.
All right, Ruth.
That looks so good.
Okay, now head over to the MetaQuest store because pre-orders of Asgard's Wrath 2 are open. Pre-order and you'll get a copy of the original Asgard's Wrath on PC.
Oh.
You don't have to play it before,
There you
but
go.
it'll add some fun context. You'll also get immediate access to the Great Sand Sea home environment I'm standing in now.
Nice.
And unlock an exclusive Asgard's
me a
Wrath
good
2
home.
themed character, as well as the title of Cosmic Guardian in Population 1. And once Asgard's Wrath 2 launches later this year, those who pre-ordered will get access to the Sword of Ra and the Sun God's battle armor.
Gosh, it's everything.
That's the end of our main showcase, but stick around for more because up next, we have some of the most
Where's
passionate VR
GTA?
creators sitting down to discuss the games from the
Where's
show.
Microsoft?
Well, we got that
While you're
prediction
there,
right.
We're running a sale on favorites like NFL Pro Era, Resident Evil 4, Bone Lab, Among Us.
Oh, no
and
Among
many
Us
more.
news either.
And like last
Yeah,
year,
we didn't get the new
we're also
map.
giving away this
Interesting.
awesome room I'm standing in. It's available now in settings under home environments. Of course, there's so much more we want to share with you.
They
We
shadow
plan to
dropped the
announce
home
more
environment?
games, major updates to
It did.
existing titles,
Don't
and
tell
we've
them
got
about
a
that
whole
home
new
environment.
headset to launch. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and thanks to the developers who helped put this show together. Keep playing, and we'll see you next year.
No, we'll see
Well-
you later this year.
I feel better than after the Sony showcase.
This was better than the Sony
Damn.
show. Sure.
This was okay. Let's go around. Let's go through here. I mean, let's stick around for a few minutes just to kind of wrap it up. But oh wait, is she back again?
Actually looks a lot like Quest 6. The Ecto 1? Yeah, that's still
Oh,
in my
she's
place.
riffing.
No, they're not getting it back.
It's a $60 game, Asgard's Wrath 2.
$60.
$60.
Have I guarded this?
I think they're playing. Oh, they're talking.
I'm Travis Williams, head of production at Oculus Publishing.
GTA, Lloyd.
Okay, well, we'll let this run just in case something random does happen. But yeah, let's go through. Let's start with Samson right at the top there. Out of like 10, what are your like quick thoughts here of this?
Out
oh,
of
it's
a
VR
10.
Jasmine.
All right. All right. Ooh.
Jazzy?
What am I gonna say here? All right, so I'm tempted to give it a 9, but I'm gonna go like 8/8 because absolutely nothing about GTA, no Microsoft stuff. But man, the stuff I did see looks pretty good, and I'm just like happy to see in-game footage a lot. The big thing with Sony's thing was just a lot of CG, right? Like out of engine, and I feel like we saw gameplay, a good amount of gameplay, and Power Wash Simulator.
That was the highlight. That was not even in the showcase. That was in the pre-show. Jenna, what are your initial thoughts of what we just saw?
Some things are. I'm definitely interested in that seventh guest, even though it doesn't look like it'll be multiplayer. I probably will still play it. That looks really good to me. Asgard's Wrath looks great. I'm not as hyped as you guys are, but that's normal for me. I'm really excited about the walkabout stuff. More than I know that was pre-show as well. I'm really I want to dive into that little snippet video and see what all they added in there. A lot of vampires. Are they just setting things up for
Halloween,
October releases? Yeah, it's interesting in summer getting all the spooky stuff.
Battlestorm.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We got
I'm not Ghostbusters. I'm interested in.
We got 5 horror games shown today.
5 out
We
of
got Silent Slayer, Ghostbusters, technically, Vampire the Masquerade Justice, Dungeons of Eternity, Seventh Guest. I guess Stranger Things actually as well. So that's another one.
How many total?
Total games?
Yeah.
Like in general? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16 games in total for the showcase. And then in the pre-show there was 8 more or something. I don't remember. Felix says no Beat Saber update. They did do an update on the PlayStation 1 in terms of there's a Queen DLC, but yeah, no OST 6. But I'm sure that they come out really often. Brandon wants a feet washing simulator. He's probably disappointed about the whole showcase. Also, his says Battlestorm and Ghostbusters 6 out of 10. Gyarados also says at this point maybe GTA will be a launch title potentially.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, perfect. And at least we see Assassin's Creed this year. Yeah, so there's more people in here. Show says Dungeons of Eternity. Oh yeah, shoot, that's not horror. Yeah, of course it's not. But it looks great though. And Felix says I like the 2022 gaming showcase way more than this one, to be honest. Interesting.
What came out of it that you were super impressed with?
Yeah, let us know, Felix. I'm on the very big hype train on this one. I'm giving this one a 9 out of 10 specifically. I think there's a lot of good a lot of varied titles. It's not just here's a bunch of shooters or similar games that you've seen before. Sure, there's a few horror games, but they can all be different in their own right in terms of how they play. A few standouts for me is, let me just go down this list here. Seventh guest, I'm excited because I'm excited to show my dad. Arizona Sunshine for sure, because I always thought that was not going to appear on the Quest. I thought they were only going to hold it for PC VR and PlayStation VR, and I'm glad that's coming in. I really hope there's a lot of fun ways to kill zombies in that game, where there's you played a game called, is it Dead Rising, I think, on the Xbox and such, where you can craft random weapons and just beat up hordes of zombies, and I think that would be cool if they have fun, creative ways. Bulletstorm VR was a complete surprise. I didn't even was never
That
thought
came out
about
of
that game.
nowhere. Yeah.
And I loved that game on 360. I had a great time. I remember when you pre-ordered Gears of War 3, it came as a you could play Bulletstorm as like you can play like the opening beta. No, if you buy Bulletstorm, you get the beta for Gears of War 3. That's how old it was now, but yeah, I'm excited to play Bulletstorm again because I don't remember too much of the game in terms of storylines and such, but I just remember it was so much fun in standard. The Stranger Things game looks good, but I don't know if it's one for me, being the evil guy and such. Then Asgard's Wrath. The Asgard's Wrath an interesting one because Asgard's Wrath in that type of game in standard, like PlayStation, like it reminded me of Assassin's Creed Origins, and it's not my type of game. I'm not into those kind of RPG medieval-ish with some magic and all that stuff. Like I'm not into that type of game normally, and I'm not gonna sink that many hours in it. But being in VR, I'm kind of into it because I want to throw the axe and catch it back, and I want to like do all these fun different like abilities like the magic and such. I think it'd be so much fun. I loved
There
it.
you go. Get
I'm a big fan.
Bulletstorm on your PSVR.
Yeah, I don't know about the PSVR.
No, it is. Get it on there.
Oh no,
Yeah.
But it is coming to PSVR too. Radio runs.
Let's see some of the Henning KO. Welcome to the live stream. Radio run as usual a letdown. Interesting. I did not think this was a letdown. I think even if they didn't show the Meta Quest 3 earlier, I still think this was a really solid
I thought it was pretty good.
showcase. Felix is Stranger
Upload
Things.
VR has an article about every single game now.
Yeah, they probably were. I mean, the thing is, it's funny because VR Jasmine's currently on the stream right now, and this is obviously pre-recorded, but a bunch of creators, some like 5 creators were invited to see the showcase early, and I messaged VR Jasmine. I said, "Do you want to give a prediction?" And she's like, "I can't. I really want to, but you'll see why." And I'm like, "Okay," and she's just on the actual show itself. Keepy Uppy says better than Sony Showcase.
It was better than the PSVR showcase too.
Yeah, it was way better. Way
the
better.
PSVR.
The PlayStation VR showcase at the end of it made me feel bad that I had one. Where this one was like, I'm hyped to have one. It's, you should make you feel like that, right? Felix says that guy at the end talked for 10 minutes, gave me such a headache. True, if you're not into Asgard's either, then obviously that last 10 minutes would have been a bit of a wash.
It was like
really
the end
didn't
of the
like it.
Sony one, right? That was just Spider-Man.
Yeah. Yep. What else we got?
Ray, you played a lot of Demio. I wonder what you thought about the Demio battles.
Yeah, Radio Run.
But I'm curious what you thought about that because I know you play a lot of Demio.
Gonna said it blew its showcase at when Kimberly says she really liked the showcase over the past ones. I agree. I think this was the first showcase we've had where it's just been bang, bang, bang. Here's a bunch of games. Here's 16 games. There's so much variety. Everything's in motion now. Where the last 2 showcases were much shorter. The last one was like 20 minutes long, and also showed some games that just never came out or like haven't come out for ages, like Ghostbusters, for example, or games that were just. There's a few trickled games. I remember they showed Red Matter, Moss, Status Pro and such, and that there were just few trickle, in there. But it wasn't like, oh, this list of 16 games here. This is our whole next year, and that's a good list. And there's probably still more that they may be holding off for Connect, or maybe hoping that developers can put it out sooner. So I'm excited.
That makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you, Jenna, not into the PvP.
I won't play at PvP. I still need to get back in there and play with a group, but.
Space Jensen said it was pretty good.
Just to give some prices here, I expect you to die 3 can be pre-ordered 10% off. It's going to be $25 right now, $22.50. And Stranger Things is $30 and 10% off pre-order, $26.99. Samba de Amigo is $29.99.
Samba de Amigos.
And then Asgard's Wrath, $60.
Excited for.
Can we
Samba
get
dance.
back to Walkabout real quick so we can see what that
Yeah.
announcement was? Because I think we kind of missed it a little bit because everything happened really fast.
Please do, yeah.
I like how they calm music yet. It went just kept going.
Man, look at that waterfall.
Mushrooms.
Ooh. So that said June 8, and then Evil Lairs.
Evil Lairs was the other one. I just wanted to mention quickly for everyone watching the stream still. Normally on the Discord we watch movies in big screen. And we watched the last one, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, right? Yeah, in the last time, and then this time Journey to the Center of Earth. I'm not sure we'll have time before June the 8th, but I'm sure in the Discord
we
we'll
have a
probably,
week.
yeah, plan a watch along maybe next Wednesday, a day before potentially. So definitely up in the Discord if you're into that. So at Evil Lairs, Laser Lairs coming out on July 2023.
Wow.
That's next month.
That is next month.
Next month. That's true.
That's back-to-back months. Are
Yeah.
they hitting their once a month now?
With a fox hunt featuring exploding kittens. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. What?
I'm really intrigued in this. What does that even mean? I know obviously
It's a card game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's the game, but like, it's very interesting, right? It's just like an interesting partnership that they put in. Will we get a Monopoly deal Fox Hunt next time? I don't know. Radio Hunt says, interesting to see multiplayer of NFL Pro Era. Kimberly says, pre-orders make me feel like it's actually come out. I agree. The wishlist ones are like, we're not too sure yet, but yeah, the pre-orders one for sure.
Yeah, I wonder how extensive is that NFL multiplayer? Is it like team versus team? Like you're
That's what they said. Yeah, they said team versus team.
And but you only play offense in that game, correct?
Yeah, you only play offense. Pocket Edition coming out to iOS.
No date on that still though. It
Just said
says
summer. Just said summer. DLC available now. Meta Showcase preview. Oh, hold on. Okay, so this is available now. Meta Showcase preview, maybe. Is this like like a demo of what's to come? Like you can play 3 holes, or am I just reading too much into that? Because it says DLC available now.
Well, let me pull up the store.
That's definitely. Steve says sponsored courses now sponsored Fox Hunts. I guess branded balls. Branded
I like
balls.
that innuendo. Give me a branded ball.
Give me a Brandon ball.
Okay, perfect. Any final thoughts from anyone here or anyone in the chat?
No, I'm excited.
And I
Samson?
do not see the DLC is not available to buy right now, so.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, sorry, what did you ask? I was looking at.
I said any final things before we tap out.
Any final things? I think I had a good time. I checked my pulse there. It's pretty boom, boom, boom. And yeah, there's definitely some games I'm going to be buying here. I mean, it sounds silly, but yeah, I'm excited for Demio Battles, Power Wash, Racket Club.
You're really excited for Power Wash? That is something you're excited for.
He'll be into that. He would be into that.
I like simple games that you don't have to really put much thought on, and that you can I could listen to a book or a podcast while I play that game. You know, like it's that type of stuff.
I'm gonna start calling it Sample instead of Samson. Simple. Sample.
He likes the unpacking game. The unpacking game is like one of your favorite games.
I actually have played that on Xbox, and it was really fun. The whole story was good.
I mean, one of my go-to games are Geometry Wars.
Thanks, Sharp.
Rocket League. I like something simple I can just hop in and out of. But yeah, there's Bulletstorm, Attack on Titan. There's a lot I'm freaking excited about here, and it's too much. And we all know my backlog is insane, and I end up just buying all these games, and they sit there. But yeah, I'm excited for them, and I will still do that.
Amazing. Okay, I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody. Oh wait, Steve says you can come and do power washing in real life house.
Exactly. It's those kinds of things that I'm like, I don't want to do it in VR.
Not everyone lives in a place that's always hot. I can't do that in Vancouver where it rains most of the time. Okay, last comment here, and then we'll wrap up. Rick says, I'm with Samson and Power Wash. I need to power wash my house, but I'll spend more time power washing virtual things instead. Honestly, well, you don't have to get the equipment out. You don't have to, clean up any after. I can see that. All right, thanks everyone who came onto the stream, commented. We got almost 400 comments in there, which is great. People were just going crazy. Thanks for liking. Thanks for watching us. These live streams are fun. We should maybe do one for the Connect, in a few months' time when that happens and such. What's coming up your way next is, we'll probably record a podcast later today. We haven't figured out time yet because I'm in the UK at the moment. We'll probably do that and then post that one for tomorrow. That would be more of like just a roundup of what's happened. I need to go watch this again. Maybe in the background while I'm at work or something. I just need to watch this again. I need to figure out what just happened because there's a lot to unpack. So we'll probably do a part
right now wearing the Ghostbuster outfits. I love it. Like
what,
Tech-Man,
in the stream?
Tag, Wolf in VR, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Hold on. I'll just put that up here.
I hope they got to keep
Thank you guys for having me, by the way.
Absolutely, Jenna. Absolutely. Excellent. So yeah, a podcast will be coming your way. And then next Thursday, we'll also have another podcast kind of going a bit more into that Quest 3 in terms of what does the rest of the year now look like, and are we hyped, and what we're really excited for. So definitely, if anyone has any suggestions in terms of comments about this showcase, put it in our Discord and we'll share it on the show and discuss it for sure.
Come on down.
Big ups to Techman, by the way, who's been on the show twice. And big ups to Gamertag as well, who came on the show once a while ago now. So it's good to see common friends all on this.
I really can't believe Assassin's Creed is still existing and GTA no comment.
Assassin's Creed. It's coming. Nexus, June 12th at the Ubisoft. Yeah. I'm buzzing. All right, thanks for everyone. And thanks, Jenna, of course, for joining us. It was an absolute pleasure. All right, bye now.